Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business on this Thursday morning. Hope it's a great one for you. Got a great guest here for us. I've been talking a lot about Dreamforce. I've been going for several years. One of my favorite things to do. It takes place every year in San Francisco. It's brought to people by Salesforce.com. This year, projecting around 100,000 people participating. It's incredible. It's overwhelming. I don't know what they're going to do because they seem adamant about staying in the Moscone Center, and I think that place is running out of space. But I always have a great time. It's a great place to learn what's happening in CRM and sales technology. And Salesforce is more than just a technology. It is really almost like an organism when you consider all the various clients out there that are able to add different dimensions to what the Salesforce platform can do. One of those companies that are heavily involved in that is called NTT Center Stance. And by the way, that's centerstance.com is where you go to get more information. And we're going to spend some time with Greg Lueck with the company. Greg, welcome to the program. You're an old-timer as far as Dreamforce goes.
Yeah, that's very true. We've been involved in the Salesforce ecosystem and a Dreamforce attendee and participant for about the last 10 years.
And I think the company is, 12 years old?
That's correct, yes.
So it sounds like you were either at the first or the second Dreamforce event, which probably had, 5,000, 10,000 at the very beginning?
Oh, I don't even think it was that big. It was a couple of conference rooms in a hotel.
Incredible. And now it just explodes at the seams. And it sounds like your company has been able to benefit a lot from that.
Yeah, we really have. Our company focuses exclusively on services around the Salesforce ecosystem. That's all we do. And so our growth over the last decade has been, all around that platform. Yeah,
very cool. Kind of tell us exactly what you do. Give us your elevator speech.
Sure. So NTT Center Stance is a consulting firm. And what we do is all the way from advisory services for customers leading up through implementation of Salesforce.com-based platform solutions, whether it's some of the standard offerings from Salesforce, like, their Sales Cloud or Service Cloud or Marketing Cloud offerings, or some of the App Exchange products like, Financial Force and ServiceMax are two of our other big partners in that ecosystem.
Okay. And how big is it? Looks like your sweet spot is 100-plus employees. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And how big do your clients get?
Oh, all the way up to the larger enterprise clients. That's one of the things that over the last year for us, after being acquired by NTT, large global organization, we've been able to leverage our sister companies to really reach out to global enterprise clients, and that's been very successful for us.
Very cool. By the way, what level of sponsorship do you have for Dreamforce?
Well, for the first time ever, we're at the titanium level of sponsorship.
Wow, that's pretty heavy, no pun intended. Titanium is huge.
Yeah, it is. And, as I said, we were acquired by the NTT Group last year. And so this year we're looking at our Dreamforce participation and sponsorship as kind of the NTT Group coming out party into this ecosystem.
Tell me about, first of all, what were you at last year?
We were at a gold sponsorship level last year.
And you probably have been that for quite a while.
Well, historically, what we did is, to be quite honest, a lot more guerrilla marketing as opposed to the larger sponsorship levels, and that worked out really well for us. And then once we really started growing in the ecosystem and becoming more of a national presence as opposed to, a Western region partner, that's when we started sponsoring, larger. And, the first sponsorship was gold level.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. That's very cool. And I think there's 5 titanium companies or something like that. And there's not many.
No, it is just 5. That's correct.
And how many? If I recall, it's a lot of square footage you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, the
so-called booth. The so-called booth, and the loosest expression of the term booth is how big?
It's 30 by 30 feet.
Wow, that's incredible. And of course, you'll be paying the price that you would for a small office building. For
yes,
that five days of that space. Man, I tell you right now, Salesforce is in the right business, no question about it. But the reality is that there's often waiting lists for some of those categories of sponsorship. It works, whatever level people are participating at, as low as $30,000 for exhibitor or whatever you're paying at Titanium, which I don't think my listeners could handle hearing. It is worth it because you guys all keep coming back.
Yeah, it's interesting. The top levels of sponsorship are by invitation only. So, we considered ourselves very fortunate to even be invited to that level of sponsorship.
Yeah, and that is so incredibly smart on their part, by the way they position that. Gotta love it. 900 square feet, you can do a lot with. 900 feet, you can do a lot with that in terms of display. So what are you going to do this year? Because I know it's way bigger than gold. What are you going to do this year to try to make it stand apart?
Well, like I said, this year it's the coming out party for the NTT group. So what we're going to do is use the new corporate branding scheme, which is called NTT Clouds. And what it really offers is a unifying view of what all of our sister companies bring to the table. So, the booth is really going to be a collection of our family. So NTT Center Stands, NTT Data, NTT Communications, Dimension Data, and then some of the other smaller group companies that offer products into the Salesforce ecosystem. So, we as a group have a pretty broad story to talk to about cloud in general, as well as the Salesforce ecosystem. So it should be a pretty compelling story of, our service offerings for all things cloud, the full life cycle of cloud, and the full stack of whatever our customers want to consider to be, cloud computing.
Greg Lueck is our guest today, Senior VP, Global Sales and Marketing. And where are you from originally, Greg?
I live up in the Portland, Oregon area.
Yeah? Okay. And that's where you're from originally?
Well, originally I'm from the great city of Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
There you go. I thought I heard a little bit of Midwestern accent in there. So I'm from Michigan. So
yeah, you got it.
That is what I was looking for. Phenomenal company. Very, very excited. When we go there this year, like we do every year, I'd love to be able to chat with you. And, we'll do another interview when I'm up there for Salesforce this year. That
would be great. I'll be there.
All right. I look forward to it. All right, Greg, again, he's with a company called NTT Center Stance. That's NTT Center Stance, and you can learn more about them at Center Stance, CenterStance.com. And I tell you what, I also encourage you to learn more about Dreamforce. It's a great event, been going for years, and look forward to going again in 2013. I am Kevin Price. You're listening to The Price of Business. I want to encourage you to check us out over there at our sister news website, usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. You're listening to The Price of Business.